Hello and welcome to Boho Yoga's virtual practice series, 8 Weeks to Strong and Calm. I'm Rose Schneider, here with your Pratyahara practice. Today, while I'm filming this video, it is solstice and a new moon in Cancer. So a little bit of a balance practice, right? Honoring both sun and moon. We'll do some moon salutes. We'll do some more sun-inspired shapes, and then maybe get down on the ground for a little more yin before our Shavasana. It might help to have with you today 2 yoga bricks or something that simulates the size and density of that, a blanket, and then perhaps even a foam roller. I'd like for us to explore a little back bending with the foam roller. And if you don't have a foam roller, I'm kind of just looking for height. So you could use a dense blanket or maybe another rolled up mat. The foam roller is pretty addicting, however, so if you find yourself rolling out, maybe take that as a cue that that's what the body would want. Okay, so to begin today, we will start in a wide knees child's pose. Let your knees be as wide as is comfortable. If the head doesn't naturally make it to the ground, apply some support up underneath it. It may feel better for your body to have less of a bend at the knees, or to use your blanket to roll up for padding. Let the hips sit back. Give the weight of the head to the earth, freeing yourself up through the back of the neck and skull. Roll the eyeballs in and up towards your third eye center. And then observing the sensation of the forehead and the earth meeting, see if you can just drink in a little bit of the earth energy there. Continuing to breathe really expansive through the body. Exhaling every last drop of breath. And then we're going to walk our knees together. Sit back in your seed form of child's pose. And release the arms back behind you. Again, giving the weight of the head to the ground. Watching where the breath moves here. Really inflating through the inhale. Exhale, releasing. Sweep your arms forward now. Spreading the fingers wide. Walk your hands as far forward as they go. And then take yourself up onto your hands and knees. And bring the knees up underneath the hips, tucking the toes, and then walk your fingertips forward, finding your way into puppy pose. Stay nice and bright through the finger pads here, lifting through the armpits. And there's a reach of your hips up and back. So you're taking weight out of the shoulders and just seeking a bit of traction in the spine. Keep breathing here. Find a little wrap in of your upper arms, and then hug your arm bones towards the midline. A little bit of shoulder strengthening as we lengthen. Good. And then taking yourself up onto your hands and knees, and up onto your knees. Please breathe. Lift up. And then as you exhale, take your hands back down to the ground. Drop your chest and your chin, and then stretch your legs back. Pull the floor towards you. Keep your legs strong. Just lift up as high as is natural. No need to lift beyond what's reasonable. And then exhale, draw in the navel. Sit your hips back to your child's pose. We'll repeat that again. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, dropping the hands. A little tone to the belly, releasing chest and chin. Legs stretching back. Inhale, lifting the heart. And exhale, drawing the navel back towards the spine. Hips sit back. Let's do that one more time. Flowing with your breath. Timing the movement with the breath, exhaling to earth. Inhaling to lift the heart. Exhaling back to child's pose. And then bringing your knees wide apart here, as wide as is comfortable for you. You're just going to wag out the hips a bit, stretch the arms out. And then let's take our arms and torso all the way over to the left. And could you now crawl your right hand just a little further away from the body and let the right hip anchor. Option to add the scaffolding of your left arm here, and then looking up towards your left elbow, you can press a little into the left hand, arcing the side waist. And please breathe here, feeling side body. Last breath. Arms travel back towards the midline, all the way over to the right. Stretching forward a little more with that right or left hand, and then maybe creating the box with the right arm. Maybe picking up onto that left finger pad like we did in our puppy pose, and then pressing the right hand to the right. Send breath along the side channels. And then walking your hands back to neutral. Find your way onto your forearms. Bring your knees up underneath your hips. You're going to press up to your forearm down dog, rooting forearms to earth, and then just peeling the hips up and back. Now the shoulders need to work a bit here. Breathe, oxygenate tissues, and then see if you can press the floor away as you wrap your shoulder blades a little more around the front of the body. Hug in the arm bones, press the floor away, breathe. And then see if you can on your exhale, strongly press yourself up to down dog. Use the tone of your belly to help lift the hips up off the shoulders. Breathe here, widening the legs, maybe even off of your mat. Widen the legs so much that you can shift the weight back towards the legs and then just come on to the finger pads here. Breathe. Keep the legs strong, the side waist long. The breath flowing freely through your form. Reaching the left hand for the right leg. Go ahead and resist a bit with the left hip, bringing it to the left. Reassert the strength of the legs, and then taking a bend into the left elbow. Give yourself a little twist. Head is heavy. And keep reaching the hips up and back. Keep planting the feet to earth. And start a slow unwind here through your exhale. Stretching both arms out, maybe bending the knees a bit from side to side. And then more on that later. We'll reach for the left leg with the right arm. Right hip moves to the left a little bit, legs activate. And then hips reach away from the left fingers as you lengthen through the twist. Breathe deeply. And then back through. Okay, walk your hands back towards your legs. You may need the bricks up underneath the hands. You could stay hands up underneath the shoulders, or if the toes are available, you can catch a hold with your peace fingers. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need. You're going to press the toes back into the fingers and then lift the heart. And if the hands are on bricks, no problem. Strengthen the legs and reach the heart forward. And then as you exhale, maybe you fold in, only if that feels nice. Elbows will be wide, toes pressing into fingers, fingers into toes. Breathe last time here. Exhale your hands to your hips. And then strong legs come all the way up. As you exhale, walk the feet up underneath the hips. Stand tall. Balance the weight of your body. Meeting me now, facing the long edge of your mat. Take your feet a little wider than hip width apart. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, come over to the right. Inhale up, and then over to the left. And come back up through, and then as you exhale, hop into goddess stance, lion's breath. Come up here, and then spin your left heel, turn your right leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, triangle pose. Adjust the hips as you need for comfort. Breathe. And then as you exhale, turn to face the short edge of your mat. Release. Left knee to the ground. Exhale, hands to earth. Shift your hips back. Inhale, make your way towards the lunge. Maybe keep your hands on the ground. You can use bricks if you need. Take the top of the foot to the mat. Maybe press it and hover. Hover, hover left leg. And then release. Picking up the left leg, turn to face the long edge of your mat again. You'll dip into your left knee. Lengthen the right side. Inhale back over to the right. Finding your skandasana. Go over now again to the left leg. Go ahead and turn here, dropping the right knee to earth. And taking the top of the right foot to the ground, maybe hovering the right leg, and then release the knee. Exhale back. Inhale to your lunge and exhale back to your fold. Last one here, picking up into your lunge. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, spin your right heel down, triangle pose, left side. A breath cycle or two. And then coming all the way up, exhaling into goddess. Inhaling, taking the arms up. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling back up and exhaling over to the right. And come back up through. Exhale, lion's breath. And then turn to the left. Open up. Exhale into your triangle pose. Breathe. And then sweeping that right arm around, squaring up the hips. Release. Right knee to ground. Exhale, drop the heart towards the legs, sitting the hips back. Inhale, back to your lunge. Exhale to your fold. Coming back towards the lunge here, taking the top of the foot to the mat, give yourself a little hover, lengthen. And then releasing, tucking the toes, turning to the long edge of the mat, Skandasana, right side. Inhale back through, over to the left. Exhale, heading over to the right. Turn here, squaring to the front of the mat, releasing the left knee down, and then pressing and hovering left leg. As you exhale next, finding your way into the fold. Take your time, flow with your breath. Meeting me back towards the lunge, tucking the left toes, and then inhale, taking it up. Exhale, triangle. And then inhale, coming all the way up, exhaling. And then inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling, coming back through. Exhale. And then kickstand your left heel out. Turn your right leg. Find your way. Exhale, Trikonasana. Breathe here. Good. Swim that left arm down, turning to the short edge of your mat, and then exhale, release the left knee to earth. Hands meet the ground, tucking the left toes. Let the left leg hover, and then release the left knee. Exhale into your fold. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale to your fold. Finding your way back towards the lunge, pick up your left leg and then spin around here. Sitting into Skandasana, left side, breathe and transition. And then as you exhale, dipping into right side. Keep going, flowing with breath. And now squaring up to the left side. Release the right knee down. Untuck the toes, pick up the right leg, breathe. Exhale, releasing the right knee, and then folding over left leg. Inhale back into the lunge. Exhale to the fold. Meet me back into the lunge. Inhale. Exhale, pick up the right leg. Take yourself all the way up. Breathe here, and then as you exhale, triangle pose, spinning right heel down. Spend a few breaths here. Let it be a comfortable triangle. It doesn't matter where the left hand falls on the leg. Keep lengthening that left leg, reaching the inner arch of the foot into the ground, drawing the left thigh bone up into the hip socket. Launch yourself a little, ground through the outer edge of the right foot, spin the heart, and then spin around here. Come all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, take it up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the left. Come back up through, exhale. And then inhale, turn your right heel out. Exhale into triangle pose. And spinning the left rib cage up into the right hand. Keep your legs strong. And then finding your way into crescent lunge. Exhale, releasing the right knee down. Hands to earth, hovering the right leg. And then exhale, release the knee, fold over the left leg. Inhale back into the lunge. Exhale to the fold. And then back through, tucking the right toes under, spinning around to the long edge of the mat. We're going to exhale ourselves into the side lunge, length through the inseam of the leg. Inhale back up, and then exhale over to the left. Inhale back up, exhale over to the right, spinning now, and then releasing left knee down. Top of the foot to the mat, hover the leg, breathe. And then exhale, folding into your half splits. Inhale back into the lunge. Exhale to the fold. Make your way back into the lunge, tucking the right toes. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, spin the left heel down. Find your way into triangle pose. Deep and full breath. Come all the way up. Exhale into goddess. This time, stay here. Drop your hands to your thighs. Let the torso be held through the arms and hands on the legs. Press the feet into the ground. As you exhale, take a little twist to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take a little twist to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up. And exhale to the left. Okay, meet me back up. Walk your feet up underneath the hips. And then stand at the top of your mat. Press into your feet. Lift your torso up off your base body. Shift your weight into the right leg. Pick up your left leg and then float the left leg back. Find your way into Warrior 3. Any expression of the arms that serves. Last breath here. Exhale, hands to ground, and then lift the left leg, walk your right hand a foot in front, and then find your half moon, your Ardha Chandrasana. Breathing, lengthening through the sole of the left foot, through the crown, and then dropping left arm, left hand, left leg down to earth. Go ahead and release your right knee onto the ground and then find your way onto your forearms. You can use bricks if you choose. Pick up your left leg, cross it over the right, and then start to walk the left foot on the diagonal. Press firmly into the right shin, breathe. And then pick up your left leg. Find your way back up onto your hands. Squeeze your left knee into the chest. Take the left foot to ground. Tuck the right toes, lift the right leg, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, spread the toes, reach the heart forward. Exhale, take a dive over your legs. Hips are going to sit back, pressing through the feet, arms sweeping up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause for a moment. Shift your weight into your left leg. Pick your right knee up and then float it back. Breathe. Touch down, hands to earth. Pick up your right leg, walk your left hand forward, and then try to stack the hips, keeping left toes facing the short edge of the mat. Breathe here. Drop the right hand to ground, and then slowly lower right leg. Release left knee to earth. Find your forearms. And then pick up your right leg, crossing it over. Walk it along the diagonal, pressing into the left shin. And then release here, picking that right leg up, dropping knee to ground. Tucking your toes here, meeting me either in toe pose or sitting on the knees. Either way, we'll pull our pinky toes out, distribute the weight of the body here. Take your arms out to the side, spreading the fingers wide. Turn your palms up and then flex at the hands. Curl in your fingers one at a time, circle your wrist, and then press out through your palms. Release here, taking the tops of the feet to the mat. Tap out. grab your blanket, and then from the stock fold, roll it up. Place it on the calves, and then take a little seat back. And we'll just sit and breathe. You can adjust the height of your blanket, higher or lower, depending on where you'd appreciate a little bit of calf smash. Find the interlace of your fingers back behind you. And then press into the interlace. Pick up the back of the heart. Lift the chin. And then release. Take the hands back towards the bricks or the ground. Remove your roll. I'm going to take the foam roller up underneath the tops of the thighs. Tuck my toes. And then maybe bring my hands to bricks. So depending on how much arch I want in the back, right, I can leave the hands on the ground or elevate them. And now I'm just going to roll forward and back here. Keep reaching the heart up. Keep sending breath into the low belly. All right. And then release here. You can just roll over for a moment. Let the hips be held. Okay. Hands will come up underneath you. Press yourself up to hands and knees. Find a tuck of the toes as you inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the head and the hips. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, tucking and arching. Exhale, pressing the floor away from you. Last time. Okay. Meet me here in a comfortable seat. Draw the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. If the knees are really elevated, you can either come onto your back body or you can support the knees with your bricks. Let's bring our fingertips behind, shifting the hips forward, and then open up the feet, pressing into the outer edge of the feet, lifting the heart. Maybe a little tilt forward. Keep sending breath into the body. And you can release the legs out to the side. Again, bringing the fingertips behind you, rocking the hips forward. Let's anchor the legs. And then walk your hands around. Make your way back through the midline. and then over towards the other side. Breathe. Making your way back towards the neutral position, coming all the way up. Let's bring the legs into our sweet seat, our Sukhasana. I'll have my right leg in front. And then as much as the knees allow, I'm going to walk my hands forward. Walking now over to the left. And then crawling a little further forward with the right hand. Go ahead and let your right hip settle, lifting the right shoulder, seeking a little side arc. And then making your way back to neutral and coming all the way up. Taking your left leg in front, right leg behind, walk your arms forward. And then all the way over to the right. And then crawling that left arm forward a little. And then back up through. Walk your hands back to neutral. Set up your bricks for a supported fish. If you don't have bricks, you can use a rolled up blanket. You just want to get a nice supported opening of the heart. Draping the body over your support. And for a moment here, you can take the soles of the feet together, open the knees. And just breathe into the shape. If the inner thighs or knees are tender, please extend the legs out or resume bent knees, feet to ground. And just draping body over support. Receiving the elevation of the heart. Swim the arms up and down. Stretch the legs long. Let the feet turn out. We're going to remove the support from up underneath the back body. Make our way all the way to the ground. Rest the hands on the body. Shimmy the shoulders down the back. Let the collarbones broaden. The fronts of the shoulders to drip towards the mat. Pick up your right leg, point your toes, reach it long. Do the same on the left side. And then let the legs turn out. You can continue resting arms on the body or drop the arms towards the earth. Find a deep breath in. Exhaling, releasing the weight of the body. Exhale, letting everything go. Nothing left to do. Releasing all effort in body and breath. Letting the flesh of the face rest on the skull. Smoothing the skin of the palms. Smoothing the soles of the feet. Just rest. Start to wake up your fingers and toes. Move slowly, flushing the breath into the extremities. Stay soft through the nervous system, beginning now to deepen the breath. And feeling the ground up underneath you. Start to spread your fingers wide, spread your toes wide. Curl in your fingers one at a time. And then circle your wrists. Stretch your arms back behind you, lengthen through the tips of the fingers and the soles of the feet. And then as you're ready, bend your knees and draw the legs towards the body. Is a little wider apart. Circle your ankles. Circle your knees. Drop your feet to earth. Make your way onto your side body and pause there for a moment. And take it all the way back upright as you're ready. Bringing your hands to your heart. Bowing the head to the heart in its infinite wisdom. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for practicing. May this work bring you peace and joy in all things. Namaste.